Guitar 1. Here is your C section. We worked on this a little bit on Friday. I'm going to start by reintroducing our E minor scale here. We find it starting on the A string in 7th position. It only has like one little shift at the end if you want to play the last E. So I'm just going to call out the finger numbers string by string. Remember, 7th position starting the A string goes 1, 3, 4, next string, 1, 3, 4, next string, 1, 3, next string, 1, 2, 4, E string, 1, 2, 4, and then shift with the pinky to the high E if you want it. So we have these patterns of kind of like 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, just 1, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, and then shifting for the last E. So there's your 2-octave E minor scale in this position. A lot of what we're playing is in that scale particularly. There's a couple of times we'll break rules just because of, same fret, different strings in a row, something like that. But so we're going to start here on the E that is found on the 3rd string. So not our open E, not our 5th fret E, 9th fret on the G string. So we have, following up our scale, we have 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That's the first measure of C. I put a little box around that because that is our kind of like hint of the melody of the dragon that guitar 3 just had. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. You'll hear it in all the different parts. So our next measure is really interesting. I just turned my page, by the way, because I have all these different parts, so I have page turns in very unhappy places. Anyways, we have 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, then 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 2, 1. So we hop into like an extended 8th position for a second. 3, 1, 2, 1, going to our 1st string. 3, 1, 2, 1. Then where we would normally play A with our 4th finger in the scale, we're going to shift to our 2nd finger. You could play this with 3 if you wanted, but I don't like the stretch between 3 and 4 here. I just kind of like breaking off this note a hint early so I can get there with my 2nd finger. So then 2, 4, 2, 1, A, E, D, C. So all together we go about like this. Ready? And 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 2, 1. That was a little buzzy. Let me try that again. 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 2, 1. Right? Always going for tone still. Now, the next measure, the score, by the way, it officially said that those last 2 measures, they said in 9th position, which I think I can't understand why he would want to do that. So I just say play the whole thing in 7th. But here they officially have everything else for the rest of C in 7th. So now we're back on our 1st string, 1st finger. We have 1, 2, 4, 4, 2, which, that's sight readable. Measure 32, 3, 1, 4, 2, 1, 3, which has a little interesting kind of 8th note pattern there at the end. 3, 1, 4, not 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 1, 3. Kind of goes down a major triad there. Then, because we would have 2 fingers in a row, like, I'm not going to bar with my 3rd finger here. That's not comfortable. I don't like it. So I would prefer to do 2, 1, 3, then measure 33, 4, 1, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 1. Oh, I used the wrong string. So 4 on that E instead of 3. Because 2, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. Kind of thinking ahead into that next measure, we have a little tiny hinge bar on the 1st finger there for strings 1 and 2. So again, we have 4 here. 1, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 1. That completes measure 33. Then there's a little bar into the last measure of C, which is measure 34. 1, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, 4, 2. And then, of course, resolving into the B for the beginning of D there. So let's play just those last 4 measures here from 31 through 34. 2, ready, and 1, 2, 4, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, 4, 2. And there's a little crescendo there in that last measure. are really trying to be like emphatic in the D section. So growing, 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 big, right? I believe that covers all of the measures, and I said all the finger numbers. The alternating and stuff in your right hand should be, I don't want to say autopiloted or automatic, but if you have to write it out, do. But, just plan on rest strokes and alternating those. If you have to rake or something like that, which is where you use the same finger twice in a row because you're changing strings, that's also cool. But just be cautious of when you do it so that you don't end up, just I, am I, you don't want to do that. So there's your C section. Best of luck. You got it.